Good morning, it is December 11th. I'm Jackson Bird, and this is Vlogmas. I am running a little bit late right now. We gotta get up to my flight, so let's go. Goodbye, hotel room. Time to go to Fort Lauderdale again. Kind of cold enough that I can see my breath. Waiting on the car. Didn't have time to check out any breakfast options. Hopefully I'll have time after security to maybe get some breakfast. Otherwise I guess I'm paying for something on the plane because I'm gonna be on planes. Well, this flight is until about 6 p.m. So I'll land in Fort Lauderdale, and if there's no delays, I'll have a little bit of time to grab a dinner at the airport, and then I hop on another flight back to New York and land at like 11 p.m. So definitely just eating on planes and in airports, gonna be on the planes most of the day. I tried to hoard some snacks from Google yesterday, but I didn't do as good of a job as I meant to. Just got some like beef jerky and candy bars. That's not gonna cut it. I really like these plants. Look at them. They're a lot brighter in person than they're coming off on camera, but they still look like something out of Dr. Seuss. So even though this is a long day, I don't mind that much because it's been an amazing trip, just the one day onto YouTube. It's always a really good time, but also this is my last trip of the year. I might still have a quick bus trip somewhere after Christmas, but this is like, I'm not going home for Christmas or anything, so this is kind of it. So while I'm traveling today, I thought I would ask about your holiday travels. Are you going home for the holidays this year? Do you have any traditions? Have you had any like really awful travel stories going home for the holidays? All right, I have made it through security with about 45 minutes to spare before my flight. So now I've got to try to find some breakfast. I don't like having to find full meals at airports, especially breakfast. Just never great, especially when you're lactose intolerant. Like, because probably the most cost-effective thing to get is like one of those yogurt parfaits, but can't eat that. So I guess I will see what there is. Whoa, there's a real big hole they're digging out there. I don't know if the depth of field will do any justice here, but whoa. But yeah, traveling home for the holidays. I mean, traveling around the holidays has always kind of been a thing in my life because when I was very little, my family moved from Michigan, where both sides of the family had been for generations, down to Texas. So we often went back to Michigan or somewhere else for family reunions. I don't remember any like huge incident ever happening, but I do distinctly remember one time we must have been flying standby or something because my brother and I got on a flight without our parents and then had to wait in some gate for them at a layover or something, and my mom's flight I think was delayed and it took forever to meet her. And I remember that this was around the time that some like fancy business people had cell phones, and my mom had just always been super anti-cell phone, but like that was the time when she was like, you know what? A cell phone maybe would have been helpful here. And I often think back to like pre-cell phone times, and I just don't understand how we did it. Like, I remember studying abroad in England before any of us had cell phones, and like we would meet up for coffee and lunch in between classes. And I just like, when did we decide to do that? What did we do if someone didn't show up, if someone was running late? Like, also, how did I even find my way around the city without Google Maps? Like, I don't like that I'm so reliant on this now, because I clearly survived fine without it all before, but I really don't remember how I did that. I'll try to remember some, one holiday travel story that did go wrong. So I went to see my dad in Texas for Thanksgiving a couple years back, 6 years ago, actually. And it kind of snowed there. The thing is, I gotta defend Texas and other states here. They don't have the infrastructure and like snow plows and everything for even when there's just a little bit of snow, because it happens so rarely that the city's not gonna invest in that. So they can't like handle even the smallest amounts of ice and snow like somewhere like Minnesota or New York can. So it always sounds silly when like the whole town shuts down, but that's just the nature of like budgeting and finances and infrastructure or whatever. The point is, it barely snowed and my flight got delayed by like 3 days. I was just stuck in Texas for extra time. And it got delayed so long that I almost missed the holiday party that I was celebrating. Like the holiday party that you saw a few videos ago, we've been doing it every year for 6 years. That was the first year we were doing it, and I showed up an hour and a half late to the party that I was hosting because I couldn't get back from Texas. because of a couple of snow flurries. Yeah, that one was wild. Well, that's a new one. Christian Science Reading Room.
When you and me deck the halls, making everything look just like it should at Yuletide. The parcels are all under the tree, right where they should be. Soon everything is Christmas-fied. Disney bona fide. And so are all.
Successfully made it back home, and I am totally exhausted, so we're just going to end this here. But please do let me know in the comments all of your stories of like traveling home for the holidays. If you have any really funny or like awful experiences, I want to read all of them, so leave those in the comments. And you can click here to watch all of the other Vlogmas videos that have happened so far. If you would like to see anything else I am getting up to, you can always follow me on Twitter and Instagram at JackIsNotABird. And other than that, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.